I had a funny one yesterday, though, Dave. Before we get onto the topic, sorry. Um,
Yeah.
there was a guy talking about the way he discusses atheism online, and he's quite aggressive. He uses it as an outlet, and I was saying that I think there are better ways to do it, and then I made a general comment about how some of us atheists don't understand things like the burden of proof, and our entire argument is based on dropping a meme and walking off like we've won something, and that we're generally not very open-minded. And he got really defensive over the comment and dropped a meme and stormed off. It
Yeah,
was.
that's about right.
I was just, oh, really?
Just to prove how not like those things you mentioned I am, I'm going to do all those very things.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We can all demonstrate negative behaviours from time to time, especially if someone's really irking us. We lose it. I think I'm starting to lose it more and more with certain people online than I used to, especially when it's the same shit that you keep hearing over and over. And I'm trying to pull myself back from those sorts of conversations and just go, okay, then, if that's what you think, okay. But there are still times I get fully drawn into that conversation, and it gets progressively worse. No matter how I intend it to go, people sometimes jump on things. And I think one of the problems with a text-based conversation is people sometimes read it the way they think you're saying it, not the way you intend it to be. And, sometimes I get accused of being condescending. And you know what? Sometimes I am. But when I'm not, I say, I'm really sorry I came across that way. I was trying to just convey this particular thing. So, and they go, "Boo," and they still don't accept it, so it's they've almost, I suppose, they poisoned the well in a way. They've gone, well, you're being condescending, so I'm not going to listen to you. Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to be condescending in this situation. I was just trying to convey this idea. Well, you think this. I really don't. I'm just trying to say that I don't think this particular behavior is a good one. And that was one I was also addressing. When people say, don't, I don't belittle the believer, I belittle the belief. And I was like, yes, but the belief is actually tied into someone's ego. It's quite often that we'll find this thing upsetting people when you do attack the belief, because the belief is part of their identity. So I know you think you're attacking the belief, but you have to see the way you do it has to be done in a better way. Otherwise, you will make them feel some form of harm, and you will make them get defensive or angry or anything like that. And yet I address a behavior and they took it as a personal insult. And you're like, okay, but I'm addressing the behavior, not the person. It's kind of like when you're addressing the belief, not the believer. It's almost like all of these things are tied into our ego, and we do take them personally, and maybe we can try and think of wording them in a better way. I even thought I was wording it in a better way, and we still ended up in this situation where you're pissed off with me for what I've said.
That's why language is terrible.
It really is, especially text based. So